What's up, iShiners? It's Jamie Grace, and we have an awesome day for you guys. We're gonna catch up with Mission 6 and take a look at some of your favorite moments from iShine Connect. We also have Eric Morel. He is an award-winning social media expert, a video game enthusiast, and an avid Twitterer and blogger. And we're gonna hear from my mom, Mama Mona. And it wouldn't be iShine without some awesome rockin' music. So I hope you're ready to get things started off with Mission 6. That was awesome, as always.
Thank you.
So good. And gosh, it's been a long time since we've all hung out, like Mission 6, Jamie Grace reunion happening.
I know, seriously, let's get going.
Dude, that's crazy. So for everybody that's new, that may not know a ton about the band, can you tell us about Mission 6 and what that means to you guys?
Well, Mission 6 is our band name, as you may have known. And well, we came up with it when we were 5th grade. So that's like 6-7 years ago. So, and God's really put this mission on our heart just to go and tell the world about him. And the reason why we're called Mission 6 is, one, we're on a mission. But most importantly, we're on that mission to put God first in our own lives, in everything that we do. So.
That's awesome. It's always so good to see young people just on fire for the Lord and excited to see what God has planned. And speaking of, there's some new stuff happening. Can you tell us about some of that?
Definitely. Well, one of the first new things is this guy right here. This is Lucas for you. This is the guy that's playing guitar with us now. So.
Yeah, I mean, I grew up with these guys in the same town, the same area, and I got to watch them grow up, and then luckily there was a spot open in their band, and it just kind of, it was awesome how God merged both our paths together, because I grew up serving in the church, in a different church than theirs, but still, one thing after another, and we're together, and when we're making music.
That's awesome, man.
It's crazy.
And he melts our faces with his guitar riffs.
Yeah, it's just been really crazy to see how God has really just intertwined just his presence throughout our lives. It's just, our band verse is that God opens up doors that no man can shut, and he can shut doors that no man can open. And we just saw this open door with Lucas coming in here. We were just kind of looking for someone to come in on the spot and just fill that need that we had. And it was actually David and his dad were at Olive Garden, and they were eating, and he was their waiter. And we knew that
We had just been thinking about
Yeah.
it like earlier too. Like we were thinking, hey, maybe we should ask Lucas Ball
crazy.
to come play.
Yeah.
That's such a God thing.
Yeah, exactly.
That's insane.
So it just goes to show when you're living your life sold out for the Lord, He can do anything with
Yeah,
it. It doesn't
amen.
matter. So we have peace in that, and we're loving it.
That's awesome. And then you guys are getting older too. You're juniors.
We're seniors. We're about to graduate
You're
here pretty
grandpas.
soon.
That's crazy.
It's gonna be
Yep,
great.
we're getting old. We're excited because, you know, we're kind of at a new stage in our lives. We're technically adults now, so that's kind of crazy and just about to, I don't know, see what God has next for us, so we're excited.
Well, you definitely have some really cool stuff with iShine. And in the clip we're about to see, can you tell us a little bit about this?
Yeah, this was from season 3, I believe, and at iShine Academy, they were cracking down on media, and apparently the media I was watching was unacceptable. So looks like I'm getting my phone taken away, so we'll see how that goes.
Oh, man, let's check that out.
Michael, what are you doing?
What does it look like I'm doing? I'm playing my favorite video game on my phone. Can't you hear the crazy sounds and see the insane lights?
Michael needs help.
Dude, just play the actual game.
It was deemed inappropriate.
Really? What game was it?
Run for Your Life, the best game on the market?
Dude, that game is disgusting.
You're starting to sound like Miss Hambley.
Well, guys, I can't even send a text because if I send a text and I spell something wrong, my phone's gonna get taken away.
Doesn't seem like Noah has the same problem we all do.
I mean, I'm enjoying like the disconnect from my phone and the reconnect with my friends and stuff because we never really sit down and talk. We just like text and email each other.
And that's a bad thing?
You guys are wimps. I mean, like they can actually monitor what we're watching. Right now, I'm watching Run for Your Life, the movie.
No way.
You wanna watch it?
Don't open the door, don't open the door!
She's gonna open it, all right?
Oh!
Looks like there's trouble brewing in Sector 48.
That was insane.
Oh, I shouldn't have just seen that.
Me neither.
You guys are wimps. I mean, it's just a movie.
My phone!
And you are supposed to be the righteousness of your generation.
Miss Hambley, was that really necessary?
Kenzie, get your hands out of your pockets. What are you doing?
I'm texting my mom.
Oh, you were telling the truth. We'll be watching you.
I was checking stocks. I promise I was trying to sell. The market has just fallen out.
Is that Mama Cat Light?
Yeah, look, she's hugging the little kitty.
Oh, enough! Listen up! The next person who uses any of their devices for evil will be expelled from school. You got it?
Yeah. Wow. I don't even go to school here.
Okay, so there are definitely some laughs in that clip, but some of those things sound familiar, you know, being on your phone too much or being careful of the things that you're watching on your phone or the kind of movies you're watching. I mean, do you guys think that kind of thing is important to monitor?
Oh yes, definitely. I mean, it's huge. It's all around us in society today. I mean, media is everything. We use it every day. It's around us every day. And it really does influence us. And that's why we do what we do. We do TV shows and music is because we want to use this tool that is media to influence others to worship God. And I mean, the same thing is used for bad also. And so that's why we got to be careful.
Definitely. As guys, we have to protect our eyes with what we watch, the amount of time we spend on things, because, I mean, if we get involved in things that aren't of God, they can pull us down, and that's not what we want to do as a band and as a Christian.
Definitely. That goes back to the whole Mission 6 thing. We're on that mission. And there's trials and there's difficulties in that, but we want to stay on that mission to put God first. And if that means sacrificing some things like not listening to this music or not watching that movie, it's a small price to pay when you look at the big scheme of the glory of God and His plan for our lives.
Yeah, I mean, I've even noticed that too. You know, you watch a certain movie, and if you watch a dance movie, you leave the theater, like, at least for girls. We think we all know how to dance right after. Like, if you listen to a certain song, you stop listening to the song, and all of a sudden that's all you can think about, because songs really ring in your head for a long time. So when we dig a little deeper, you know, not just movies and not just music, when we talk about texting and, you know, maybe like texting at the dinner table or like Facebooking when you're supposed to be sleeping. Have you guys had to set any boundaries for yourself when it comes to that, or do you struggle with any of that?
That's my mom's rule at my house, is no texting at the dinner table or anything like that, which is good because you need that face-to-face time with your family and your friends. It's always good to be able to get away from, I mean, technology can be a good thing, but it's always good to get away and just be able to interact with, you know, real people, just face to face.
Sometimes we can waste the time that we have on this earth. I mean, we have a small window of opportunity to not only just grow in our own relationship with the Lord, but affect others. And I feel like sometimes texting and Facebook, and it can waste our time, but at the same time, it can be a good thing, reaching out to people. But I mean, media is one of those things, it's good and bad, but we want to make the best out of it.
Yeah, I totally agree with you guys, and thank you so much for sharing that with our audience. It's so cool. And guys, we'll be back very soon.
It's time to shine here right now.
Hey guys, today we're going to be reading in 1 Corinthians 10:23. It says, "You say I'm allowed to do anything, but not everything is good for you. You say I'm allowed to do anything, but not everything is beneficial." When I think about this verse in reference to like how many hours I spend on Facebook or the type of music I listen to or the video games I play, it's not necessarily that everything is bad for me. Maybe my music doesn't have a lot of cuss words in it, but is it good for me? Is it really feeding into my heart and who I want to be? So the next time you're sitting around playing video games for 12 hours or listening to music that isn't bad for you, consider this. Is it good?
Social media is really big in this generation, especially Facebook and Twitter. And sometimes I catch myself spending too much time on Facebook.
I think that a lot of people do abuse media. They spend all their life on social networking sites and just online games, and when they could really just be devoting their lives to Christ. And by the end of the night, I know that sometimes I'm even guilty of this. It's 10 o'clock and I'm exhausted. I want to go to bed. And I wasted my time on the internet whenever I could really spend it doing daily devotions.
I've struggled with media overload. I've spent hours on my computer before, and then I've realized that I've wasted my whole day, and that, you know, it's just a bunch of junk, you know, going into my head. And it's very important to make sure that what's coming in is clean, but even too much of clean stuff can be bad.
If all you do is sit there and watch TV, then all you know is what happens in the little, you don't know what goes on in real life, because all you know is what you see on TV, and then it's a script. You can write anything.
I think people these days spend a lot of time on their phones and on the computers, and spending too much time on a computer is really not healthy for you and it's not good for you, and I think you should get out of the house and go out and actually meet people and hang out with them instead of just texting them all the time.
I don't know about you guys, but when I need advice, I go to my mom. Here's my mom in a little segment we like to call Mama Mona.
Media has changed so much since I was a little girl. Let me tell you, especially the form of media called television. When I was a little girl, every night around 11 p.m. or midnight or so, television went off. I mean, like totally off. It was like little snowballs across the screen. So much has changed, and there's so much more media, not just television, but radio and newspapers and magazines and things on the internet, and so much more exposure. But just because there's so much more, it doesn't mean it's good. You know, a lot doesn't necessarily mean really good. Sometimes a whole lot could mean really bad. I want to challenge you to think about the things that you watch. Think about the things that you listen to. You know, the Bible clearly says that whatever you do, do it unto the glory of God. I mean, maybe it's video games that you're playing. Ask yourself the question, would I play these video games with Jesus? Is it a movie that Jesus would watch with you? Is it a song that Jesus could get up and dance to? You know what? Think about it. You have to make these decisions. You have to think about these things that are going into you. The Bible says it's not what goes into you that will mess you up, but it's what comes out of you. Make sure that whatever you do, all things that you do it unto the glory of God. God will be pleased and you'll have a much better life. This has been Mama Mona. Peace out.
And right now we're here with Eric Morel. How are you doing today?
Hey, I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm golden. Thanks for
All
asking.
right.
So I'm just curious. You do social media stuff, and you're an expert at all of these things. So what is your job? I mean, what do you actually do?
I actually do several jobs. I work for a local church. I'm the communication director there, where I get to work with social media a lot. I work with an organization called Creative Missions, which I can tell you more about in a minute. And I design websites and do lots of things like that, too.
Nice. So you've got a ton of jobs, but they
Yes.
all sound like really cool jobs.
Yeah, they're
And I'm
fun.
curious about this creative. I mean, I'm a musician. Creativity just sounds cool.
Yes,
So tell me
yes.
about the Creative Missions organization.
Yes, well, the quick explanation, I grew up going on lots of different mission trips, going on construction trips, doing sports camps, and those weren't my areas of giftedness, and so I wanted to get together with some other folks who were good at computers and design and that sort of stuff. And so we decided to make a team of missionaries that goes to different churches throughout the country and does mission trips with that sort of stuff. Creates logos, creates websites, help churches design things. It's lots of fun.
Nice. So did you just wake up one morning and say, nice, I like to design and make things and tweet? Or did you always know you were going to do
Well,
this?
I always enjoyed doing that stuff. I grew up playing tons of video games and messing around on the computer all the time. So that's just something that's fun to me. And that just naturally kind of turned into a career. And now I do that now to make a living.
That's awesome. Isn't it so good to get to do what you love and love what you do?
Yes, I love my work every day. Yeah.
That's so awesome. Well, I've got to ask you, I mean, since we're talking about social media, I'm all about that stuff. And I'm curious, do you have a favorite when it comes to YouTube or Facebook or Twitter and all those things?
You know, I really like Twitter. I like the idea of being able to figure out what the entire world is talking about at any certain time. You don't have to become friends first. I just kind of like that part of it.
Yeah, it's almost like a mini version of the Facebook
Yeah,
and
a little
even
bit.
MySpace and all
Yeah,
those things way
absolutely.
back in my day.
Yeah.
Well, now we're going to take a look at a clip from an episode of iShine Connect where some of the kids went a little crazy when it comes to social media.
Would you just take a moment and look at the kids? Just look at them. They are completely oblivious to the world around them.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
No, watch this. Hey, everybody! Look, it's Bigfoot! And he's brought his alien friends. They're all dancing around the maypole. Look, I cut my pinky off and I'm shoving it up my nose. Yeah, that is pretty bad.
When I ran the boarding school, Mr. Bridges, cellular telephones and such were not allowed on school premises.
Was fun allowed on school premises?
Hey, really, she has a point.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I see you guys on the phone and on lines, and I think we ought to look into how to monitor what they're taking in.
Do you think social media is that big of an issue in today's time?
It really is. You know, if you look at how much time people spend online, it's crazy. Did you know that more than 1 billion people use Facebook right now? That's just Facebook. I mean, that's 3 United States put together. That's how many people are spending time on Facebook every day. You know, so it's a big deal, and you know, people can spend too much time doing that stuff. But there's lots of good things that happen on Facebook and social networks too.
Yeah, I mean, that's so true, because I can only imagine you're saying, you know, like 1 billion people are on Facebook.
Yes.
And if all of those people were using Facebook for good, I mean, can you tell us some of the good things that can come out of social media?
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, before we talk about the good stuff, just to mention a few of the bad things that happen, you know, people do get bullied online. People do give out too much information and get into trouble doing that sort of thing. So you got to be careful about that stuff too. But you know, there's a lot of good things that you can do with social media. Hang out with your friends, You can share the things that you're interested in, the music you're listening to, fun stuff like that. You can also use it to share your faith, which of course is really important. And it's a great way to do that because it's a casual and fun place to do it. So.
Yeah, and I mean, I gotta say, I'm a big fan of social media. I actually joined iShine because they saw me on YouTube.
Oh,
so
awesome. That's
it's been the
great.
craziest thing.
How cool, yeah.
So can you tell us like some of the do's and don'ts of social media? Because you're an expert, and while we've got you here, I've got to get all the answers.
Yes, absolutely. Well, of course, you don't want to share too much personal information. You know, you want to keep it just with your friends and the people that you actually know. You know, but you do want to, you know, meet new friends and connect with new folks. I mentioned sharing your faith on social media. It's a great place to do it. You know, just sharing Bible verses with friends or talking about your own story of how you came to know Christ. That's a great way to do that. Don't get into arguments, though. You know, it's okay to join in conversations, but you don't want to get into arguments or be rude or use foul language, you know. But those are just a few easy things that you can do.
Yeah, well, that's some awesome advice, and thank you so much for joining us today on iShine.
Absolutely.
And for you guys watching at home, we'll be back in a little bit.
What would happen if we actually decided to change?
If we use the Bible,
If we use the Bible
To help us with everyday situations.
our friends, our music,
our families,
Is there any topic the Bible doesn't cover? This
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 is
iTopics. So the other day, I heard a question, and it really changed the way I thought about life and about music in general. And the question was, what does the music on your iPod say about who you are? So I had to go back and check over and see what I had, and I wasn't too happy with what I found. I mean, it wasn't horrible stuff, but it was just stuff without a meaning or without a purpose. So I had to ask myself, is that how I want to live my life? Meaningless and without a purpose? I had to take that stuff off because I'm a strong believer in what goes in has to come out. And the things we surround ourselves in eventually becomes who we are. The reason I got in this band was to give people music that glorifies God and encourages them to lift Him up. So I encourage you guys to surround yourselves in things that lift up God, things that encourage you to worship Him.
Hey guys, we're back and we've got some more music for y'all. This time it's a music video from my friends, the Rubies.
Before I met you, I was all alone and living in the night, stuck in the night. Out of the dark, you came and showed me I could glow again. Alright, now I'm alright. Always knew I was not like everybody else. If they were blue, I would paint myself just to stand out. All I ever wanted was to live my life out loud. Live life out loud. You never got it wrong.
is a very powerful tool, and it's our job, yours and mine, to make sure that we use it for good and guard our minds against things that aren't pleasing to God. We saw in some scenes earlier what can happen when we don't use media for good, and Eric told us of some amazing ways that we can use media for good. The opportunities to share the truth of Jesus Christ are literally limitless. So what do you say? Let's share the light of Christ. Until next time, see y'all.
I love being able to work with iShine, being able to talk to kids just about real problems that they're having, because I'm there. I'm right in those same problems with them.
It gives tweens and teens and kids an outlet. This is a place where they can go and feel comfortable and just talk with other Christians, listen to Christian music, watch Christian TV shows, and it's an awesome thing they're doing. I hope they keep doing it.
We at iShine, we're having a blast doing what we're doing. We hope you enjoy the programming. Here's what's really important, that you guys understand how important you are to God. You are so loved, and you are created with a purpose. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to tell your parents what you saw here on television today. Not just what you saw, I want you to talk to them about what you learned. Because you see, your dialogue, your conversations with your parents are so important in helping you really understand what God wants to do in your life. So talk to them. And to you parents, I'm a parent too, so I know how crazy life can get. But it is so important that we engage our kids, that we be deliberate about the things that we say and the things that we do. Because we, right now, are forming the people that they are going to become. By the age of 13, that formation is pretty much set in stone. So we have this time to really help mold a life. It's critical that they understand how much they're loved, not just by you, but by their Father. And that's what iShine's all about, is engaging kids under the age of 13 with a message of identity, who they are in Christ. For more information, check us out. Visit us at ishineinfo.com.